Today on Paranormal Insights, we're going to take a look at dreams and can you really get communication through your dream states?
We're also going to take a question from our viewer, Julie Ray, who wants to know how her healing practice is going to expand.
And we go to Los Angeles, California to the Conscious Life Expo to look at the amazing silk art of Genoa. I'm Joseph Ernest Martin.
I'm Margot Mateus.
And this is Paranormal Insights, where we bring you the latest and best from the metaphysical world.
Here you'll get real tools and insights to your questions as we bring you answers from beyond the ordinary.
Margot is the author of The Career Cards, a practical guide to life, as well as her new book, Freed by the Light. She is also a former newspaper reporter, award-winning writer, and investigative journalist, whose life path has led her to the story of a lifetime, how supernatural forces really impact our lives.
Joseph is an award-winning psychic of over 25 years and is the author of the international bestseller, The Quest to Row. Joseph is also the recipient of the Visionary Award of Excellence and has won 6 Video Excellence Awards.
You know, one of the things I really love about the whole topic of dreams is that, one, we all have them. And I actually took classes in San Francisco with a major author of note about dream interpretation. He was very Jungian, and his feeling was that the dreamer themselves had the best interpretation of what dreams would mean. And, you know, I really kind of agree with that.
I do too. You know, it's interesting. I find when I'm interpreting a dream, if I say it out loud to someone else or even to myself, like I start noticing what the symbology means, and then it's so clear it almost hits me up against the head like a sledgehammer. It's like, why didn't I see that, right?
And it does. It actually does kind of hit you. Now, one of the guys in the class, he had this dream where he was standing on this balcony, and at the foot of the balcony were all these Russian soldiers marching around, being a bit chaotic. And so all these people started helping him interpret the dream about maybe him being part of an army or military or all this. And swear to goodness, when it got to me, I said, you know, maybe I'm just being silly, but maybe you're rushing around a little too much.
You know, it's totally true. Those metaphors are so clear and right in our face.
Though dreams can be caused by certain medications, foods, stresses, and life situations, here are the most common dream themes and their meanings. First, being naked in public. Experts say that this means that we're trying to hide something we fear to have exposed, or have not prepared for something like a presentation or a test. However, if no one notices, then the interpretation is that whatever we're afraid of is unfounded. Falling. This is a very common dream and symbolizes insecurities, anxiety, or a sense of failure, most likely because you feel that there is some situation in waking life that you can't control. Being chased. This dream usually symbolizes that you're running away from your problems. What that problem is depends on who is chasing you and what area of your life, like your job or home, is involved. Taking an exam or forgetting that you have one. This type of dream can have several variations that have similar meanings. It may mean that you are facing a challenge or feel being tested or scrutinized, and you don't feel prepared for any of these. It may also mean that there's something that needs your attention that you've neglected. Running in place. This dream may mean that you're trying to do too many things at once and can't catch up or get ahead. Your teeth falling out. Our teeth are related to our sense of power, ability to communicate, and associated with feelings about our appearance. Losing our teeth is not only embarrassing, but hinders our communications, lessening our power to speak our minds. Flying. Typically, flying dreams mean that you're feeling in control, but if you're afraid, then you don't feel up to the challenge. And if you're having problems flying, something may be keeping you from full control. Nightmares. These tend to be more memorable for a reason. As much as we hate them, we need to remember that they are merely the method our unconscious mind uses to help us come to grips with important issues.
I remember one time I talked to a very famous dream author myself, and I said, I keep having this dream where I'm in a bedroom and the carpet keeps catching on fire all around the bed. And my wife keeps wanting to put out the fires. And he said, how's your sex life? I said, bingo, you're right. So it can be very, very clear, absolutely.
I like the fact that dreams are actually trying to help us either sort through what's going on in our internal lives or give us clues about answers. Now, what I found personally with dreams is that, with a lot of my clients too, is that a lot of times dreams will be really dramatic. And the reason that they get really kind of like that dramatic is it's our subconscious wanting us to remember the dream.
Oh, yes.
So if I have a dream, I'm going to hit my best friend in a car at the mall, most likely it's going to be I'm going to see my best friend at a car in the mall. The hit them in the car part is the drama to make me remember what's actually necessary for me the next day.
Because dreams are universal throughout all cultures, many of us have the same kind of dream. These include dreams of falling, dreams of flying, dreams of being trapped or trying to escape, dreams of seeing loved ones as they were or in a better place, sexual dreams, dreams of being on roller coasters, dreams of being in college and not remembering what's on the test. All these types of dreams represent fundamental human needs and frustrations. Those old dreams of failing the test or not knowing your way around campus or being on a roller coaster are classic anxiety dreams. You're probably feeling insecure about something and need to address it for the dream to go away. A recurring dream is simply showing a theme that needs to be addressed in your life. The dream won't go away until the reason for it is resolved. Dreaming of falling and flying can actually be the spirit leaving the body at the moment of sleep. When we dream of loved ones who've passed on, we may actually be communicating with them in spirit. Some people claim these dreams are so vivid that they seem completely real. One way to harness the power of your dreams is through lucid dreaming. This is where you consciously move into the dream and take control, or through dream incubation, which helps you induce dreaming that will help you solve problems in your sleep. Several studies, like the one by Dr. Deidre Barrett at Harvard Medical School, have shown us that 2/3 of the participants had dreams that addressed their chosen problem, while 1/3 actually came up with solutions in their dreams. One day, perhaps, we'll all be able to do more than just interpret our dreams. We may yet learn to control our dreams or even share our dreams with others while we sleep. Absolutely. I mean, I love premonitory dreams, right? They come in the night and they give us advance warning for things that are going to happen in our lives. I quit an ad agency once, and I was dreaming that I was driving down the freeway, and my exit to go to work was literally on fire. And so I called in that day, and I said, "What happened?" They said, "Oh, they let off a bunch of people." So I actually just narrowly missed the whole blow up of everything. It's incredible how they can really, really come forward and give us warnings and such important information we wouldn't know otherwise.
Now, my dream teacher actually wanted us to try to do lucid dreaming. And for those who might not be really familiar with that whole lucid dreaming thing, it's when you're totally conscious, you're in your dream while in your dream, but you're still dreaming. And I have to tell you this because it was such an amazing dream I had. I dreamt I was in an art gallery and I had created all the art on the walls, and it was so beautiful and it's so amazing. And when I woke up, I had the dual realization. When I was lucid in the dream, 2, my subconscious has already created that art, and then 3, now my challenge was to get that on canvas. We usually forget around 50% of a dream within 5 minutes of waking up and 90% of a dream after about 10 minutes. Yet all of us have had a dream that stays with us for days and sometimes years. So how can I improve my dream recall? Here are some easy steps you can take to increase your ability to remember your dreams. Try to wake up slowly to remain within the mood of your last dream. A clock radio that wakes you up to music is better than a harsh alarm. Drink a lot of water before you go to bed to ensure you have to wake up at least once during the night, and that'll help you remember the dreams too. You can also set your alarm to wake you up every hour and a half if you're really serious about tracking your dreams throughout the night. When you go to bed, tell yourself and your subconscious that you will remember your dreams and think about an important dream that stuck with you in the past. And for those who practice magic, you can tape a moonstone over your third eye and repeat, "Help me remember and understand my dreams." Keep a pencil and a pad or dream journal next to your bed. Or if you have a voice recorder, you can have that ready right on your nightstand to record your dream upon waking. Reviewing your dreams may be a matter of personal interpretation, but the meanings it can give you can be very revealing.
I love it. I love it. I used to have a recurring dream where my teeth fell out. So I love that you talked about that. And finally, I got sick of it because it was so terrifying, right? I decided I'd be a witch doctor. And I strung all my loose teeth that had fallen out around my neck in my dream, lucid dreaming. I never had the dream again.
So
it really works.
If you want to try to lucid dream, right, you really kind of set yourself up in a way to say to yourself in your conscious and your unconscious mind, I will be awake in my dream and remember everything in it. Totally. And then set that into your mind as you fall asleep so that in the dream you have a better chance of actually kind of going, yes, oh my God, this is a dream. Oh, and I'm awake in my dream.
Right.
That means I can control it. And I actually loved the holodeck on Star Trek. So lucid dreaming is our version of a real holodeck.
Dreams are our most mythical and mystical companions. They come to us in childhood and remain with us throughout the rest of our lives. Dreams can foretell the future, warn of a coming event, and help us resolve our deepest issues. Two great psychologists, Sigmund Freud and Carl Jung, both study dreaming extensively and have written tomes about the keys that dreams may unlock within us. However, Freud and Jung split over their differing opinions about dreams. Essentially, Freud believed that the dream begins and ends with the dreamer. Every person, object, or event in a dream is representative of the many parts of a person's psyche, such as the ego, superego, and the id. According to Freud's view, people are driven by aggressive and sexual instincts that are repressed, but that do find their way into our awareness through dreams. He proposed two important components of dreams: manifest content and latent content. Manifest content of dreams are the actual images, actions, and thoughts in the dream. Latent content represents the hidden psychological meaning of the dream. Freud put a lot of work into finding the symbology of dreams. Because the subconscious speaks to us through symbols and meanings, understanding these symbols is key to understanding your dreams.
And you brought up this fantastic point just now, which is all about, if I die in a dream, do I die in real life? The answer, by the way, is no. You don't die in real life. I was having a dream, like you were, like everybody, because we're all human, of falling right off this cliff. I was falling off this cliff, dream after night, falling off a cliff. So I decided I was going to absolutely be awake in my dream, and I was going to fall off that cliff, but it was going to be good. That was my determination. So I did. In the dream, I was falling off the cliff. I had the thought, I'm going to be fine. And when I hit the ground, it was like a soft mattress. It was like, boing. Everything was good. The dream left me. I didn't have to have it again.
Absolutely. And when I've had dreams too where I maybe am in a car and I careen off and I go in the ocean or I land on a freeway, even though it's a devastating, scary moment, I'm always somehow okay. So when I wake up from those dreams, I'm like, whatever's happening in your life, Margot, this is a symbol from Spirit. It's all going to be okay.
And it will be okay. And if you want to remember your dreams more, really, keep a tape recorder on your nightstand. That's like super easy, one of those little cheap ones. Or a pad and paper if that suits you better. Or whatever helps you. Because once you get it out of your body, onto paper, your subconscious will get used to remembering your dreams. And then you're going to remember them more and more and get more and more messages.
Absolutely.
And now we go to Los Angeles, California with Angela Lynn Gibson, looking at the amazing silken art of Genoa.
I'm Angela Lynn Gibson here at the Conscious Life Expo in Los Angeles, California. I'm standing here with Genoa, who has made these beautiful, stunning spiritual tapestries that are all done on pure silk, and they're just amazing. These are one of a kind. You're not going to find these anywhere else. And there's actually a history behind how these tapestries came into being, the meaning behind tying the art, the transformation, the music, the vibration, the healing frequency all together in a tapestry. So, Genoa, share with us how this idea came about for you and how this whole thing started.
Thank you, Angela. I would just like to share with people that these silks began when I started on an old silk parachute in Buenos Aires, Argentina, with the first silk dyes that came over from France. And every afternoon I would paint in the winter garden up in the mountains. Very romantic. And then I started to paint images that the Ascended Masters were dictating to us that were important for us to know how to align ourselves to the true essence of who we are, to our divine presence, and to this particular moment in time on the planet when it's so essential that we make the transformation into that greater light, into the love that will build the new civilization that we are all responsible to bring forth at this time.
Now, I know your tapestries.
Yes.
They are found in art galleries, churches. They're all over the place.
Yes.
Share with us a few of the most amazing places that you've been able to have your artwork.
Well, I think it's more a general thing that people are attracted to them from many walks of life and from many age groups and generations. So I think that they are speaking to the real divine presence in each one of us that many of us have forgotten about or don't give enough time to bring our vibration to such that we can heal our bodies and our minds, and we can actualize, like the masters say, the destiny of America is to be a nation of masters that bring the cup of light to the rest of this planet. And it takes a lot of courage and chutzpah for us to be in the midst of all that's going on around us and still know that we're not going to allow anything to deny us the immortal happiness that all of us are given as our inheritance.
Beautiful. That's lovely. That's lovely. Let's talk about the work that goes into making these beautiful tapestries. Let's talk a little bit about the process, how it happens. So first you have to order the silk to come in, and then tell us what happens. So how do you
I've
process?
hand-painted everything for over 33 years. And as I said, I started in Argentina on the last parachute that I could find. And I always loved being able to bring the contrast of the depth of this earth and the essence of heaven together in the lightness and the darkness of the contrast of the colors, and blend and blend and blend until it's a happiness to actually view these pieces. And like the process though is hand painting on white silk and using a guta, which is a resin from the trees that separates the colors and creates the form or the image that I bring forth. And then 10, 12 years ago, my beautiful sister Rosemary, whom I wish would step into the picture now, she began to reproduce my silks for me. And we spent 2 years finding the right inkjet printer that we felt we could, and we purchased that printer and began to work with our electrical engineer, who has spent, between my sister and the electrical engineer, millions of hours on refining the process. And once the piece is ready, we have millions of gigabytes in our computers and 180 books that our beautiful electrical engineer Bill Wolf has put together on every aspect of what my sister must do to bring the piece to the fruition of the vibration that we're looking for. And then I go in and I hand gild every piece like I did the original, so that the vibration is lifted and people will receive that blessing. And then it has to go into a big steam chamber where these pieces are rolled in a special paper and steamed for hours, so that the dyes can be set and the lumiere that I use to gild them can be set on the pieces. And then they go to the seamstress, and then we only come to a few expos, so it's not like our work is way out there, but if you're interested in it and want to represent this work in other parts of the world, we're very happy to speak to you. It's at that stage where people are calling for the work everywhere.
So Genoa, how do people reach you? How do they get in contact with you?
Yes.
If you would like to share your website, your phone number, that'd be wonderful.
So our website is called Silk Art Creations with an S at the end. silkartcreations.net or .com, right? silkartcreations.net.com. And so
Rosemary, thank you so much for spending time with me and sharing this beautiful artwork with us. I really appreciate it.
First of all, I just love the Los Angeles show. It is so huge and amazing. And this woman does the most fantastic art. If you could actually see this in real life, like come up and touch her work, it is phenomenal.
It was just gorgeous. And she gets all on 100% raw silk. It's just absolutely gorgeous. It's like a vision come to life from your subconscious or from an angel.
And
It's
doing this for
beautiful.
30 years, she's really kind of discovered methods that allow her to not only do sometimes prints, but she comes into these no matter what and puts her own personal touches.
It's absolutely exquisite. You've got to see it.
You've got to see it. Take a look. That information, of course, will be at the end of the show in the end credits.
And now we have a viewer question from Julie Ray. She wants to know how her healing practice is going to expand in the future.
My question would be that I would like to know how my healing work is going to be in the future.
Julie, great question about healing work. I'm going to tell you that I've already prepared the cards. I've asked your guides to come in. I've asked my guides to come in. And let's see what comes up about the future for you in healing. Now, the first thing I have to tell you is that the next 4 years are going to be absolutely fantastic for you where your work and your healing work is concerned. It says, don't be so hard on yourself. Don't like self-criticism, cut yourself up. That's not like a good thing for you to be involved in. It says, allow your passion to come forward in a great and amazing way. So, you know, passion is emotion in action. That's what passion looks like. Now, this is really kind of like all about you. So allow yourself to make decisions that reflect what you need to do personally. And as you make those decisions, you're going to absolutely find there's a lot of success in here for you. Now, study, study, study is your friend. Study knowledge. So don't be afraid to relearn things, take classes along the way, and enhance your abilities where your own healing work is going to actually be concerned. The universe is very balanced on this for you. So it says, whatever you want, we'll help you with. But if you don't want it, we're not going to do anything. So there's not going to be a push. It's going to be your energy, your passion that makes this all good for you. This is actually going to bring up issues from deep within about your willingness to accept success, prosperity, and the value you deserve for the healing work you're going to be performing. So you've got to be able to really have a clear focus on what it is you want, what is fair, and then set that up for yourself, because that's what's actually going to work in a fantastic way. Now, if you decide that you want to give it away, hey, that's fine too, because whatever decision you make is good. What I'm going to suggest to you is, though, is that you treat this as though it was everything. So where your work, your healing work, your business is concerned, think of how you would look, how you would dress, your theme, your colors, what you want to make happen. You want to think of all these details together. And as you look at these details, that is what's going to give you the happiness, emotion, and drive to make everything absolutely amazing. I think you're going to be successful, you're going to be making money, and you're going to be helping a lot of people. And Julie, that's actually what it's all about.
Okay, Julie, so the career cards have a couple answers for you too. And the first card we get for you is the Systems Buster. So this business is going to cause you and your clients to really step out into your edges. So if you've been working with people's issues or problems or things that are difficult that come from within, it's really asking you to lean into that, both personally and professionally. So as a Systems Buster, you're used to going against the grain. You're used to being the one that says, nope, not buying the BS. Nope, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make it my way. So the career cards are here to encourage you to continue to do that. Systems Busters are really special people. I'm one too. Second one is the Guardian. So this lets you know that there is a guardian angel with you, or possibly more than one angel helping you in this endeavor. So maybe your healing practice actually includes angels, who knows? But there's definitely a guardian angel present with you that's trying to help you with this. So listen to your guides, take time to commune with the angels, meditate, incorporate angelic insights into your work because they're waiting to be helped with you. The last one is the parent card, and I don't know if you have small children, but the bottom line here is that this is asking you to step out of being a child. So it's saying, you know what, it's time for you to fully embrace yourself, work within your own power, understand that you can make your own decisions. It's time. So the career cards also give you action and block cards. So the action for you to take in this instance is adaptability. So that means let go, and let the universe come forward and help you and support you and guide you. Let go of the way you think it's supposed to be in your brain. Stop being so rigid and say, well, if I have $50,000, then I'll do it. Maybe you'll do it on $500 and a bucket of chicken wings, but the universe wants you to do it. So just do it. Don't be so rigid. Second action card is vision. This is so important, especially for a clairvoyant, right? Or a healer. So divine visions are coming to you right now. The angels are present, trying to give you new ideas to look at how you do your work and how your healing will affect people. So the vision card literally says, open up to new ways of doing things. Open up to a broader vision than what you currently are thinking about. So very important. And then lastly, the career cards give you a block card to tell you to look out for. And look at this, it's the perpetual child card. So one more time, the angels are trying to show you, guess what? Time to grow up and make your own decisions. You can do this. This is powerful. This is powerful opportunity for you. So just like Joseph said in his reading for you, it's time, girl, it's time. You know, you've been working all your life to get all these ducks in a row and assemble this wonderful foundation. The universe is behind you, cheering you on. It's time to go for it.
Julie, you know, I'm so glad you asked this question, and I have to say, I was so lucky to have had a chance to actually meet you in person and talk to you a little bit about your wonderful healing work. I want you to know that I am so positive about this for you, and I think that what came through for both of us was this really positive, amazing energy for her and her healing.
Absolutely. It's like literally the suns are aligning for her. It's time. I feel the universe kind of pushing her in the butt a little bit. Just like, go, 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 girl.
Yes,
don't wait any longer.
Now, just so you know, Julie, you got to grow up, you got to put on the big girl pants, and you got to make it happen.
Absolutely. The time is now, and you've got angels behind you. How many people have the opportunity to say, the universe is literally behind me, pushing me ahead? So don't be afraid, girl. You got this. The universe is behind you. Call in those angels and triumphantly move forward.
We want to answer your questions and address your topics.
If you have a question that you want answered or a topic you'd like us to look into, we're easy to find.
For private, one-on-one psychic sessions for your personal questions on love, health, or money, you can find your answers by calling 510-387-3328. Or you can find me at my website, questtarot.com, or email me at joseph@questtarot.com.
If you'd like a career card reading or to clear blocks and obstacles with a powerful angelic soul clearing, contact me at my website, freedbythelight.com, or email me at margo@freedbythelight.com.
You can follow us on Facebook, Vimeo, and YouTube. Simply search for Joseph Ernest Martin, Margot Mateus, or Paranormal Insights.
And be sure to watch our series, The Magic Minute, exclusively on YouTube, where you'll find easy-to-use magical techniques to improve your life, because it only takes a minute to make magic. And when you watch, remember to click like or subscribe after viewing the video.
Please send us your questions and topics,
so we can share our paranormal insights
and answers from beyond the ordinary.